Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sexy Freedom Media podcast. It's your host, Helen Edwards, and today my guest is
Mitsie Montijo, Helen's youngest sister.
yeah. And if you guys don't remember, this is the beginning of our season 4. We just had a celebration, 4 years. We had Sexy Freedom Media, and Mitsie was actually a guest on my first season. So that was pretty awesome. We were talking about a business venture she had been in and being a special needs mom. So wow, a lot has changed in 4 years. You started a new business.
Yes. Me and my husband, we just opened our garage door business in January of this year. So that's been very interesting after COVID. It's been a great ride though.
That's right. And you also they're our first sponsor for Sexy Freedom Media podcast, Prime Garage Doors LLC. So how's that been being a new business owner, like a legit big business? Not that It Works wasn't, because It Works is, but this is like one that you go and you do labor, you help people, you fix their doors.
Yeah. So we're a baby company. We're growing. So it's been very good. It's been very steady. We've gotten amazing support from our community, our local community in Bullhead City. Sorry. Sometimes it gets me a little choked up just actually realizing like our dream is actually, it came to fruition.
No, I'm laughing because our chair situation. I was like, wait, it looks like I'm in this like humongous chair and you're like, it looks like you're on your knees. She's on the chair. Okay.
I'm on this little camping chair. It's got like 3 little prongs that go out like that. And it's got like a little tiny, a little tiny triangle that I have to try to sit on and balance on.
It's like a camper's chair. Okay. So shout out real quick to our other sponsor that we just got. It's BJ Largent with Send Out Cards. So if you want to send out cards, BJ Largent is definitely one of the most creative people I found with send out cards. Wow, I've known about send out cards for a very long time, for pretty much a lot of years now. And she uses send out cards in a really dynamic way. I've never seen it used before. Just getting addresses, trusted addresses from people and sending them cards of their family members and
their puggies,
their dogs. And it's just like, using it as far as I've heard of a business owner using it, and they said that their businesses increased 50% because of the way that, using it as an emotional, like, hey, I care about you, I'm reaching out to you kind of deal. There's something in my eye. It's probably my eyelash because I have straight eyelashes and my sister has curly eyelashes. How unlucky is that for me?
I've got the nice looking falsies today.
So this is really awesome. It is her birthday today. So she's celebrating how many years around the sun?
38 years today. It's been a wild, awesome ride. I would not change a thing about my years on this earth.
No doubt about it. Okay, so it was 4 years ago since you've been on the show. What has changed besides starting a business? Anything exciting?
Well, sure. We officially adopted our daughter, who is also special needs. That's been the wildest ride. It was 6 years from start to finish for the whole adoption process, 2 placements, and yeah, it's been awesome. I love being a girl mom. We have 2 natural boys of our own, and just having a girl has been very different. But it's been awesome. I love it. I love hearing to say mommy, and and going through the whole puberty. That's been interesting.
I do hear it's interesting. It's so crazy because our mom had 4 girls and 1 boy. And I remember thinking like the headache that we gave our mom, I was like, I never want to have a girl because I am so scared of karma.
She's good though. She's very respectful, very very quiet. I mentioned she is special needs. She's got autism as well. So it's definitely, you know, something that we were well equipped to handle. So it's like our oldest and our youngest has autism. So it's different levels on the spectrum that each of them have. He's more high functioning. She's more like middle of the road, low functioning. But it's been amazing. She's my baby girl. I'm like, I don't know what else to say. She's awesome. I love her.
Well, I love that you love her and loving being a girl mom, because I love being a boy mom, having a boy of my own. So there's something I wanted to talk about, and I thought it was really fun. Okay, so the year you were born, the 38 years around the sun, what have you felt has changed? Obviously a lot, but that you can think of right off the top that you missed as a kid, that you see that the kids don't have today, or that's changed a lot, or, you know, flashback or throwback Thursday.
Man, you know, I
Wait, what year were you born?
83.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. 80s baby.
I loved as a kid, you know, we didn't have these electronics. We weren't, you know, so focused on, you know, playing these online games or like texting with our friends and everything like that. You know, we went out, we collected cans for money. We mowed yards. We were outside more than we were inside. And I loved that. I loved growing up with no water and electricity.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a different world that our kids live in versus when we were kids.
Yeah. So fun fact about me and Mitzi is that we just got back from dinner. So our mom bought a piece of property when we were in grade school, and the property had no running water, no electricity. So we spent a couple of years on there, and it was on the borderline of California and Arizona. So it was hot.
It was 12 miles outside really of Needles.
And we used to pack horses. We used to pack tires, and we were building something called an earth ship. If you don't know what it is, definitely Google it. It's where you build a house out of the earth or recycled materials, and tires was one of them. So, you know, we had to learn how to do things without electronics. My first curling iron was a battery operated curling iron.
Butane.
So we have these wide range of memories, you know, with electronics, when we were in the city, especially when we visited our dad and lived with him. And then we've got the countryside, or the desert side, where it was just like
hauling water, walking 5 miles to the bus stop, 5 miles home.
Yeah.
Having to haul 2 gallons of water apiece home.
So every grenades. Every night was like a campfire. We were sitting around the campfire. We were talking, awesome, telling stories, and it was a lot of fun. And we were lucky, I feel like, because there was 5 of us. We had all together 5 siblings, or 5. My mom had 5 kids, and we always were full of life, playing, coming up with new ideas. Everybody had an idea. Let's do this, let's do that. And I felt like without electronics, look, I love electronics. Okay, I do. But without it, it actually activated our brain to like keep coming up with new, fresh ideas on what to do.
And, you know, I think it brought our family closer together. Like I always say that's why all 5 of us were super, super close. Like we, you know, we're each other's best friends. We're, you know, whenever we have good news or bad news, we want to reach out to our siblings first. It's so weird. Like I want to call my mom and my siblings first before I call anybody else whenever I have good or bad news. Always like, oh my gosh, who do I need to call? Helen. Oh wait, no, mom. Oh darn, the correct answer, Manuel.
Correct answer.
The correct answer.
What do you feel like you've learned as far as wisdom goes within just 1 year, from 37 to 38? Because a year, I feel like, can change so much, especially with what happened last year in 2020, the pandemic, COVID, what has changed?
Just, you know, not taking things so serious. Like not being so serious about things, you know. I'm sure a lot of people over the last year have lost, you know, close ones, relatives, friends, family. Just that's definitely one thing that I have learned over the last year is just don't take things too serious. If you can do it now, do it now. You know, tell them you love them. Tell them, you know, you miss them. Call those people because you don't know if they're going to be there, you know. Just don't take things so seriously. Take everything with a grain of salt and just love everybody, man. You know, spread that love, spread those smiles.
Everybody. Yeah.
I mean, that's really my takeaway of the last year is, you know, just don't be so uptight. Don't get stuck on stuff.
No, I definitely think you practice that a lot more than, I mean, everybody's always like, gosh, you got a lot of energy. You're really high vibing. And I am for the most part, but I definitely am one of the moodiest ones out of the 5 of us. And it's funny because if they think like I'm not that moody, then if they, you know what I mean? Like meet Mitsie, she's got way more energy, way more high vibing than me. And I know a lot of people like, what, really? Like somebody else can go above you? Yes. Me and my older sister Melissa were definitely the moodier ones,
and I'm the unicorn.
And then my sister Kathy comes, she's third oldest, and then she's definitely the next moody one, and then she's the last to be moody. But I think it's pretty normal to be moody. But as far as that, what you were just saying, like don't take things so personal and don't, you know, release it or whatever, like I try to practice that as much as possible too. And it goes not just from what happened last year, but what happened to our brother, what happened to, you know, way back, my dad or our dad, my grandma, just go. I feel like since we were young, we've been going to funerals. So it just kind of got embedded in me, like, okay, death can happen to you at any time. So I might as well like have as much fun as I can, enjoy life as much as I can. I just never saw me having it so far away from my family. So this is a funny story time. So I'm a resident of Arizona, and I am living with my boyfriend here in Casper too. For the moment, I'm not sure if it's permanent, possibly, but that's stuff for future decisions. But for the time being, I'm here in Casper, and I've been missing my family a lot. You know, I do go visit them in Arizona, but being so far away for even like 2 weeks is like too long. So I'm always thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till my sister and my mom sees Wyoming. Well, they got me really good. What was today's Thursday?
It was
last week Friday.
Yeah.
Last week Friday. You guys got me good.
We drove like 19 hours on the road from Arizona, me, my mom, and 3 kids. So we drove literally like all night, all morning. We got here, I think about 2 o'clock. 1:30, 2 o'clock.
I don't know. I just remember running in and saying, she called me and said there was a cake delivered at the house. So I'm thinking a cake was delivered, and I was like, are you sure a cake would be delivered at the house? Oh yeah, it's a new thing. I wanted to try it out. Well, that day, last Friday, I was celebrating, you know, these big but small wins I had. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. My sister bought me a cake. She's celebrating with me from far away. So I totally believed it.
Because we were already here. We were here for maybe like 30 minutes. And Helen was like, oh yeah, I'm in town. And she called me because our ritual is she usually calls me like every single day on my lunch break. Monday through Friday, we call and we're like, oh, hey, how's your day? And I told her, I was like, oh my gosh, my day at work is going going so crazy. It's so busy. I can't wait to get out of here. Wait for the weekend. And then she was like, oh, okay. So I said, what are you doing? Oh, I'm running into town, going to the post office box. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay. So you'll be home pretty soon. Yeah, I'll be home pretty soon.
And the craziest part about all this is my boyfriend, Rob, he was like, no, don't go anywhere. Today's our day. I planned this whole date. Well, he had to go to work. So as soon as I was like, yeah, no, okay, I'll be at home all day. So as soon as he left, I was like, okay, I'm going to go run errands. Like, and he's like, I told you to stay home. And I was like, nobody's going to tell me what to do. Okay. You know, like if there's one thing about me is you don't tell me what to do. I'm very rebellious. If you tell me I can't, I will. You tell me no, I will say yes. Like it's, there's a way to talk to me.
And we have been planning behind the scenes with Rob for like 2 months. So he's had to deal with Helen for 2 months, telling her, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. In July, nope, you got to be here.
Because I'm a planner. I like to do things. I like to organize. I like to analyze, you know. And he was just like, no, don't do that. No. And I was like, you've never talked to me like this. Like, what's going on? Like, this isn't what I signed up for. Like, we were almost, I mean, we get along really, really well. He's definitely my person. But I was like, what the heck? Like, like I did not sign up for this boy. Okay. And I felt bad because I didn't, now that I know, I was like, oh man, no wonder he was probably scared. Like, oh my gosh, Helen is going to bite my head off.
And he would call and text me constantly like, oh my gosh, your sister is being so rambunctious. Your sister is out of control. Like, I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know if I can keep this up. And I kept on telling him, Rob, just stay strong, stay strong. It'll be worth it. I promise it'll be worth it. Yeah. It's almost here. I had to talk him down from a ledge several times.
No, but he did good. The surprise definitely surprised me. And I'm a hard person to surprise, to be honest, just because I'm in the know. I'm in the know. I want to know, and I will find out. But I was not expecting it. As soon as I saw you guys, like I got so emotional. I was like, I started crying. Like it was just so overwhelming. And then without thinking or asking, like, how long are you here for? I was like so emotional and so happy that I ran to my room and I got all her presents that I'd been saving up to send to her. And I just gave them to her. And then I was like, how long are you? She was like, oh, thank you. She starts opening it. And I was like, how long are you here for? A week.
So let me show you Helen's last minute birthday gift to me, which I totally love. Oh my gosh, I'm totally going to wear this.
Drum rolls. First of all, I didn't get that for her. My mom did. I got her a wine glass, of course.
It's like a fox or a coyote or something, but it's got like, this is real fur and a real tail. Oh my but I love it. It's so cute. I'm totally gonna wear it.
She's got those Wyoming vibes going on now.
Yes. Fix my hair.
But no, it's such an amazing time to have you here for the week. And you know, as kids, we were all so close, like literally 1 year apart, all of us. And we always planned like, oh, we're going to live together when we get older. We're going to get an apartment together. We're never going to separate. We'll just live next door to each other.
I remember talking to Melissa, our oldest sister, about just renting or buying the hugest house so all of us can live under one roof and we can all have our own bathrooms and all have our own families and our kids can live there and our grandkids can live there. Just because we're such a close family, it's hard to be apart.
It is hard. And then it's just like one by one, we just kind of moved further and further and further away. And now each of us live in a different state. And I think the most amazing part is no matter okay, so here's the cool part. Because we're so close, when one person moves, to a different state, we want to know what's in it for us. Like, how is it? How's the weather? Because we already know nothing's going to keep us away. We're bringing our whole family. We're going to go stay there for a week or weekend. Like, we need to know what we're in for. Do you have a spare bedroom? I'll be there.
We're like, okay, so make sure that you at least have a 3-bedroom home.
Like, each of us have to put our 2 cents in it. So it's pretty cool. But now we look at it like, okay, your home is also my home. So we want to make sure we like the state you live in.
Yeah. But my house is always home base.
I will agree with that. Your home is definitely home base. And now, I mean, you know, I never saw myself in Wyoming, ever, never. But I saw myself with Rob, like, not him specifically, like I didn't know it would be him, but the person I wanted to be with, you know, the healthy relationship I envisioned, you know, the place I wanted to live on, someplace peaceful, somewhere with trees, somewhere with nice weather. I mean, just everything. When everything hit last year, I was like, I'm going to get out of the heat. I think I'm done with the heat for the summer. And yeah, this is my first summer without the heat and I love it. It's not as hot. What is it? What was the weather
out here? This morning it was like 60, 61.
But the high of yesterday.
Oh,
in Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona was like 115 or
that's
something,
craziness.
120-ish.
So that's pretty much been our whole life. And then I get out here and it's like, what, the low's like the high was like 60, 70, 80, 90 max. I mean,
like
I'll take 90.
It was like 92.
I'll take 92 every day. Like, to me, that's like a great day.
And they were complaining that it was hot when we went to the museum today. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not hot. It's a little humid, not hot.
Humidity is definitely, I mean, when you're dry Arizona, heat, humidity is like, whoa. Let's back it up for a second. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to be wrapping this podcast up and I just wanted to say thank you, Shark. We call each other Shark, by the way.
You're welcome, Shark. We call each other Shark.
Okay, we probably should explain the story because our listeners are like, wait, what just happened? Okay, so story time again. Last story, promise. So we've been calling each other Shark and Shark for the last years since I can remember.
We were younger.
Yeah. And I don't even know where the names developed from, but I know everybody who tries to follow it and say it with us. We've gotten Slark, Skark,
Slonk, Slonky.
Some brutal,
some weird.
Everybody who tries to call us, and we're always like, no, like this, or Slark,
Slark. I'm like, how do you even say that? It's Shark is open.
We just randomly do it all the time, but it's funny because we both call each other that, but yet the nieces and nephews all picked up as her as
Aunt Sharky,
or Aunt Shark, which only a few can do it. But most of them say Aunt Shark.
And she's the Anarni
or the Anon. But yeah. So that's why we posted our last TikTok video together. I said baby shark. That's why we said it. Whew. All right. Well, thanks for everybody for watching and kicking off our 4th season. Oh, I got to ask you. I have to ask this question because I wasn't sure. So I joined this indie podcast group and I wasn't sure if my podcast has been 4 years now and I'm going into my 4th season or am I going to my 5th?
I don't know.
I know. I posted in the group. Right? I was like, if it's been 4 years, am I going in my 4th season or am I going in my 5th? Because I just finished my 3rd season. It's kind of tricky.
Into your 4th season.
Okay.
So this would kick off your 4th season.
Okay, then I'm right. It's my 4th season. It's been 4 years since my 4th season. We're kicking off and going into. Whew, all right, got that solved. I'm glad you're the master math magician here because
Helen would be like 5. No.
It's true. I have no idea.
She's like, is that That's 2.
I'm mathematically challenged. It's true. But somehow I know my money. Okay. Don't mess with my money. Money. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to Sexy Freedom Media Podcast. You can also hear us on 8 different platforms on audio, Spotify, iTunes. Whew, there's a lot more. Click on the links below and click subscribe and check out Prime Garage Doors LLC and send out cards. I'll have everything in the links below. We'd love to hear your feedback. And this is an engagement post. Say hello, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.